So in regards to the healing movidas, one thing I want to acknowledge this through this narrative and just some practices I want to start is decolonizing my diet. Um, I mentioned this during our circulo when we sat outside that I've always had just a negative connotation with food in a sense that, and I tied a lot to body image. I feel like that's always been a huge thing for me ever since I was growing up, hearing comentarios de mi papá and and then from my mom. I know my mom learned from it because we still talk to this day about it, how we have certain things and she's like, oh, like ya cuando veía cómo te ponías de ropa y cómo llorabas, yo misma me paré porque a mí también, like she recognized how that's how she was when my dad would tell her something in regards to like her weight and like her food and like what she would eat, lo que no comía. And I feel like sharing that during that circle was, for me, felt nice because I was very vocal about it. It wasn't, I was really thankful Jorge started that conversation, especially like the fear of food. I'm always scared. I was very scared to try new things, barely starting that journey también. Um, yeah, it's a lot to think about, and I feel like the readings, Decolonize Your Diet by Luz Calvo and Catriona Ruda Esquivel from 2017. I feel like it really brought it, like it was one of like out of the three of those, like that one really tied everything up for me. And just really becoming more accepting of the food diet, like the food culture, and embracing it and also making sure how to apply it. Um, obviously I'm still facing some challenges, but I find it very liberating to see what I'm doing, especially like in the kitchen, like the whole like it's become a chore, it's become a obligación, yeah, instead of like doing something out of joy. And I feel like even just recently I've learned to enjoy cooking. Sometimes I don't have time. A lot of time I'm busy from like school and work and just other errands. Yeah, yo tiempo. And like but one of the reasons I believe I started enjoying cooking or like wanting to find time is because of my current person, the current person I'm seeing. They're very more like, oh, let's cook, let's do this, let's do that, and like very like, let's try this, or you should try this, like, and so he's very healing in regards to food, like very helpful in my healing journey. And I've expressed to him how I felt and I showed him these readings actually. And he's like, okay, let's take them in consideration. Let's try this recipe. Like we talked about the hibiscus tacos at one point. He's like, that's even interesting for me. So I feel like, yeah, those readings, especially the 2017 one, was very helpful. And I feel like it's one of the practice I want to start or continue starting and continuing further on, trying to find the time to make those recipes and just overall finding time to bring back more of a positive connotation and overall like embracing it because I feel like it's just been a very complicated. I feel like it always ties back to my body image, but I feel like starting now I really want to bring it into more into play.